Greetings from Grand Junction, Colorado. I just finished a performance for a wonderful audience. And during the Q&A, this gentleman stood up and he said he was a retired Air Force. And he said, thank you. I was portraying Hedy Lamarr, of course. He said, thank you. I used your wireless radio frequency invention when I was flying. And I mean, even like as Judith, I kind of fell apart, but like for Hedy to hear that from a service member, and she was so passionate on helping service members. At first she was like, no, I will never dance with a soldier. I wouldn't do that. It's not appropriate. You know, she grew up in sort of Viennese high, haute bourgeoisie, Viennese society. And then she went to the Hollywood canteen like multiple times a week and was dancing with every single soldier there. And she organized a letter writing campaign. A lot of the Hollywood stars and general public wrote letters to support the soldiers when they were fighting abroad. And to have a service member, like a retired Army Air Force, because the Air Force was not yet its own division of the military, it was the Army Air Force. This guy wasn't old enough to be Army Air Force, he was Air Force. But to have an Air Force member thank her personally. So I went up to him, he was all the way in the back of the house. And so I went up, I said, I'll meet you halfway, because I talk about the fact that she sold her kisses for war bonds, right? So people think she would like kiss random people in the audience, but from what I've learned, she actually had a plant, a gentleman she knew that she would plant in the audience, and she would have the audience basically bid and be like, 50,000, kiss him. And every time somebody bid $50,000 for a war bond, she'd kiss a guy. She'd kiss this guy. So at first I thought she was kissing like lots of guys in the audience, but I believe it was more likely that she had this plant, that she would kiss the plant. Every time they gave another 50 grand, she'd give him a bigger kiss and a bigger kiss. So I go to the guy, and I talk about this in the program. So I go to the guy, the retired veteran, and I said, you deserve a kiss for this, and I won't charge 50,000. You get this one free. I said, you got to meet me halfway, because it's a big house, right? And then this guy just lands one, like right on my mouth, fairly open mouth. And he like bent my whole microphone out of shape just to get to me, and just like really held it there. And I was totally, what do I say, right?